Hey everyone, welcome back to Glitchbox. You're watching This Week in Tech News, the show where I break down the biggest tech headlines from around the world, so you don't have to scroll through dozens of sites and social feeds. This week has been packed with announcements, from Google teasing its next foldable phone, to Activision pulling a genius marketing stunt, to AI shaking up both jobs and startups. Plus, we've got new gadgets, policy drama, and some surprising moves in the tech industry. So grab a coffee, sit back, and let's dive into what's been happening in the tech world this week. Let's start with smartphones, because honestly, that's where a lot of hype always builds. Google gave us a teaser of its Pixel 10 Pro Fold. Now, the Pixel line has always been strong on cameras and software smarts, but this time, they're pushing the foldable design even further. Reports suggest a slimmer hinge, an upgraded Tensor G5 chip, and better multitasking support, something that's crucial if foldables are going to move beyond being just a cool gadget and into everyday utility. The teaser didn't reveal everything, but we know Google is preparing to position this as a direct competitor to Samsung's Z Fold line. And considering how foldables have been gaining traction, this could be Google's chance to finally break through in hardware dominance. But that's not all from Google's ecosystem. Over in the browser world, something unexpected happened. AI search startup Perplexity made waves by expressing interest in acquiring Chrome. Yes, Chrome, the world's most popular browser. Now, whether this is realistic or just attention-grabbing, it's got people talking. Imagine Chrome powered by Perplexity's AI search system. Faster, smarter, and maybe even more privacy-friendly. Of course, Google isn't likely to sell, but the fact that this conversation is happening shows just how disruptive AI players have become in the last 2 years. Moving from phones to games, this week we saw a brilliant example of marketing creativity. Activision, ahead of its next Call of Duty release, created a fake tech company called The Guild. They even launched a slick campaign video titled "Don't Fear Tomorrow." At first glance, it looks like some futuristic AI startup, promising innovation and control. But then, plot twist, it ties directly back into Call of Duty. This isn't just fun advertising. It's a clever way to blur the lines between reality and the game's storyline, immersing fans before the game even drops. It shows how gaming companies are thinking beyond trailers and gameplay footage. Now they're creating full-blown fictional brands to hype their releases. Genius move, and it's got the community buzzing. Of course, not all tech stories are upbeat. Let's talk about jobs, because this is where AI is really showing its double edge. According to new reports, entry-level tech job openings have been cut in half. That's a massive drop for fresh graduates hoping to enter the industry. Companies are automating more of the repetitive coding, QA testing, and support roles that used to be training grounds for juniors. On one hand, AI tools are making businesses more efficient, but on the other, they're wiping out the very roles where young developers would learn the ropes. It's creating a real bottleneck. How do you gain experience when the entry points are disappearing? Experts are already warning that if this trend continues, we could see a skills gap in 5 years. Because while AI can do a lot, you still need human engineers who deeply understand systems to guide long-term innovation. So it's both exciting and concerning, a reminder that tech progress often comes with trade-offs. Speaking of AI, here's a big personality comeback. Remember Parag Agrawal, the former CEO of Twitter? Well, he's back in the spotlight with a brand new AI venture called Parallel Web Systems. The startup's goal is to create AI agents that can handle real-world computing tasks. Think of them as digital co-workers who can manage projects, schedule workflows, or even automate research. Agrawal has been relatively quiet since his Twitter exit, so this move signals that he's not done with tech leadership. If Parallel Web can execute on its vision, it could compete directly with OpenAI, Anthropic, and other major AI players. And the timing is smart. AI adoption is exploding, and everyone's looking for tools that go beyond chatbots into practical, everyday productivity. But Agrawal's startup, and really all AI startups, face a huge challenge: the AI talent war. Big tech giants like Microsoft, Google, Meta, and Amazon are reportedly engaging in what's called reverse acquihires. Instead of buying a whole startup, they just target the key researchers and engineers, offering them huge salaries to jump ship. It's great for those individuals, but not so great for the ecosystem. When talent gets vacuumed up by a handful of big companies, smaller startups lose their competitive edge. That could slow down innovation outside the tech giants. So while AI is booming, the balance of power is shifting heavily toward the biggest players. And that's something worth watching. Now, let's zoom out to the global stage. This week, a planned joint trade statement between the EU and the US was delayed because of disagreements over digital rules, specifically the EU's Digital Services Act. The EU wants stricter oversight on how platforms handle data, content moderation, and competition. The US, on the other hand, is more concerned about ensuring market access for American tech companies. This standoff highlights a growing tension. Europe is doubling down on user protections and antitrust policies, while the US often takes a more business-friendly approach. The outcome of these negotiations could set the tone for how digital markets are regulated worldwide. And of course, no tech roundup is complete without gadgets. This week's releases were wild. First up, the Up Phone, a new privacy-first smartphone designed to minimize tracking. It's targeting users who are tired of feeling like every app is spying on them. Then we've got Samsung flexing again, literally and figuratively, with a 115-inch micro RGB LED TV priced at $30,000. It's not for everyone, but it's a statement piece showing where display tech is headed. Massive, ultra-bright, and insanely crisp. Gamers also got something to cheer about. A 500 Hz Odyssey OLED G6 monitor. Yes, 500 Hz refresh rate. That's pushing the limits of smooth gameplay. Fitness tech saw an update too with the Ultra-Human Ring, now adding ovulation tracking. A reminder that wearables are moving beyond step counts into deeper health insights. And for eco-friendly commuters, Nomad Cycles revealed modular, repair-friendly e-bikes, making sustainable travel more practical and accessible. So whether you're a privacy geek, a gamer, a health enthusiast, or a tech luxury shopper, this week had something for you. And that wraps up this week's Tech News Roundup. From Google's Pixel 10 Fold teaser to the battle over AI talent, from policy tensions to mind-blowing gadgets, the tech world is moving faster. Now I want to hear from you. What caught your attention most this week? Was it the foldables? The AI job shakeups? Or maybe those crazy new gadgets? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. If you enjoyed this roundup, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell so you never miss an update. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in next week's Tech News.